Yeah, fucking, you can keep that natural 20. That'll work. All right, so you fling that fucking thing. As Ymir, you actually feel a tickle on your left ball as that knife just goes streaming underneath your little battle armor there. And you just hear a little cling off of the metal of your armor. And as it flies unerringly between your legs, it jabs straight into the neck armor of the anti-armor unit. Go ahead and roll your 4d6.
Do I do like a regular, was it damage?
Yes. Or is that one saying something else?
Since I have no plus, can I just do a regular roll with 4d6?
Yeah, let me take one more look at your, let me see, let me look at the damage under active and just see if it's actually right. Damage main hand, that's still adding something else in. There's no way that should be 8d6. It should be... Yeah, just go ahead and roll 4d6, but we're going to double whatever you get because it was a crit. Okay, so you got 30... Okay, as this knife impacts the energy field, the field itself collapses in a shower of blue light and sparks. It flies through the energy field and actually strikes the metal armor right in the neck section of the unit. And as it does so, you guys see a gout of dark blood spray out from the neck and coat the wall to the left of the unit. As it does so, you also see that the other active drone actually falls to the floor, sparking severely, and it appears to be completely non-functional now.
Damn, dog.
Okay.
Boy, a comma, that big 24 roll ended her, or at least knocked her shield down. Fuck yeah.
You do see...
Put her to sleep, dog.
Yeah.
Let's see. Which was at 30. We're going to go like this. You do see that the individual's now clutching their neck, trying to staunch the blood that's coming out pretty profusely. And it also seems to have dropped its weapon, completely surprised and disarmed by the savagery of that strike. As it starts falling backwards and clutching at its neck, the energy discharge goes off, and you notice that now that it seems to have penetrated the mega damage shell of this unit, as the energy discharge goes off and as it's falling to its side mid-fall, you see this huge flare of steam and smoke erupt from that hole in the armor at the neck, and right away the individual itself seems to like lock up in a corpse-like rictus, stiff with fingers bent, hooked, and curled, and it falls to its side, apparently completely fucking dead. You hear a loud sizzling and hissing coming from inside the armor as gases, fats, and liquids are now, through high pressure from being heated within a confined environment, are now escaping in streams and oozing little spouts and geysers from this hole that's been opened up. You would guess that the energy discharge, since it was a mega damage energy discharge, since it penetrated the armor, once the energy of that magnitude got inside the armor, it basically microwaved the flesh inside, instantly heating it to bursting point, and the only orifice that it could find for escape was the freshly created hole in its neck. You guys would all guess that this unit is definitely down for the count and dead. All right. Ymir, it is now your turn.
Do we have confirmation that both targets are dead? Or is the purifier still bleeding out at this point? Is there still signs of life within
The
him?
purifier definitely looks like it's still bleeding out. It is not dead yet.
Okay. Then Ymir will turn around just like the previous one, even though he understands that there is time to go. It's time to go because of the sounds Wotek was making. He's still going to end this creature's suffering. It was a warrior nonetheless. Fought gallantly and actually damaged his armor of redeemed Ursine, which he hasn't had a fight like this in a very long time. So out of some monicum of a good battle, he is going to turn and deliver a strike with his hammer, overhead strike, like a death blow or attempting a death blow on this enemy to make sure he's dead.
Okay. You step over next to it. Do you want to step on the drone or just come over here kind of diagonal to the purifier?
Diagonal to the purifier, so
Okay.
more like right here. Makes sense?
Yeah, the drone is actually right there though.
Oh, my bad. Yeah,
No worries.
okay. Yeah. So you were correct. My bad. I didn't realize the drone was right there. I have to pull it out to see everything, so those are a little tiny. My bad.
No worries at all, man.
What happens
all
when
right.
you're a giant?
So,
Right.
So you go ahead and take a powerful swing to end the misery of this individual. As you step up to it, it's laying kind of on its back, sort of propped up against the wall. And it has one hand still at its neck. Its free hand that was wielding its weapon, it holds that hand meagerly and weakly up towards you in a pleading gesture to spare its life. But you are not one upon which mercy finds much purchase. Let's put it that way. And so understanding the natural order of things and that his time as a warrior has come to an end, you know that the only honorable thing to do is to send his spirit off to the afterlife with full regalia and with purpose. And so, accepting this in your heart, you bring Worldmaker down in a savage arc directly upon the helmet. Go ahead and roll a 20-sided die. It will not be taking a defensive move.
1 20-sided die.
Jesus Christ.
Let's go, baby!
All right, man.
3 in a row.
As you bring Worldmaker down, go ahead and roll the damage for it. You got to see how intense this is.
Is
I'll
no modifier, correct?
No.
Okay.
Thanks, Kilo, for starting that up.
Okay. All right, so as you impact him, you actually swing a lot harder than you meant to, and your hammer literally makes contact with the mega damage concrete floor beneath as it spreads the mass of his metal armor and biological body beneath evenly out in a fine spray and several large wadded gelatinous clumps of biomatter. Everybody's hit with at least a few globs of former warrior, as the room is basically sprayed with about 6 or 7 gallons of just gore. You guys each have a few little individual chunks on you. Lots of blood has been sprayed about you, and you are all definitely going to need to clean up relatively
Give him
soon.
an honorable death by turning him into jelly.
He fucking pulped him. All right, but you know that Ymir, you do know that this is a pretty glorious way to die. To have one twice your size dispatch you in such a glorious fashion is actually pretty desirable for a warrior.
Right.
So.
If he does believe in anything sort of like Valhalla, he's definitely going there with a death
Right?
like that. Yeah.
It's in a bunch of pieces.
All right.
Yeah.
So at this point, let's see. You all hear from the open doorway over here. You all hear noises coming from somewhere in this direction. You guys can all see that ruler, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you guys hear some kind of noises coming from that direction in this hall. This looks like, as you guys look down this way, you're able to actually see some kind of apparent generator or energy transference system, something that's handling a huge load of energy. Other than that, you're not able to see anything moving or anything living. The drone that you have taken control of, Ren, is still active, although just barely on its last legs still. And let's see. Okay. In this moment, both of the opponents and the hostile drone are down, and we basically are out of initiative. But I will say this.
Yeah.
You guys start hearing some kind of loud scratching noise coming from beyond the sealed door behind you. You're not sure if it's Wotek. You're not sure what it is. But it almost sounds like several claws scratching against the metal door that is behind you guys, that you mystic portaled through. Okay? You would guess that these, whatever the sound is, the scratching claws, whatever it is, a knife or several knives, you would guess that it does have mega damage strength behind it, because it sounds like it actually is making some rends in the metal of the vault-like door, but not enough to probably ever really be able to get through. It had taken a really long time to scratch
There's
its
some
way
stress
through.
in the door or some give to the metal.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So what is everybody wanting to do?
Question. How much longer we have on these rat sprays?
You guys have literally only been down here about 5 minutes. It's been
Okay.
just a few moments, so...
Man, we just ran through this whole thing.
Combat doesn't take long at all. It seems like it takes a long time because it does in real time. But like, yeah, that was like that fight took us like 30
That was a
seconds.
quick
Yeah,
and
yep.
bloody skirmish. That
Yep.
was...
Okay.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
That was 3 turns. So that was like what, like
It's like 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Wow. So going
remember,
from-
you guys are all, just to preface this, you guys are all still kind of breathing heavy. You literally just had about a minute of heavy combat, so you're still all amped up, starting to sweat. Everybody's
So-
like in the groove, so...
When she was hit in the neck with the dagger and fell, the other drone that I moved next to had fallen down like inactive, correct?
Correct. Went completely
Can I-
inoperative.
Can I pocket that?
Absolutely. You go ahead and scoop it up. You know for a fact, from your knowledge of these things, that there shouldn't be any like anti-personnel measures, anything like that in it, so you should be completely safe.
Yeah, I figured just from the one I took over that I had a good enough idea to be safe to grab the other one that's been downed.
Absolutely. So you go ahead and scoop it up and put it in your pack, no problem.
Yeah, right away, Ren has the idea of modifying his grenades to be, instead of just a one-time use for CCing, possibly creating some drones that could be used as like self-seeking stun grenades, but like, to
Fucking
basically
awesome,
incorporate his grenade idea, but instead of being like, boom, when you explode, you're done, being like, boom, you do a pulse of light, or boom, you do a pulse of gas, but then you come back to me and see if I can, maybe work to get several charges on them, and then maybe have these little floating boys with me to help me for doing some crowd control.
Yeah, man. And I mean, even just as a delivery system, you know, having grenades that can float in on their own and fucking place themselves is pretty amazing. And I know we had discussed your drone having a capacity like that, but that's more of a like strafing, light, like attack drone kind of maneuver where it's just dropping.
My drone would be
ordnance.
only pretty much where, like, if we're doing the vehicle combat to maybe assist while I'm driving.
Yeah.
That's kind of what the idea was. Or like if we're outside,
sense,
maybe
yeah.
like maybe do like, you know, if I'm far away, maybe do like a bomb run, like a little mini grenade drop.
Yeah.
But as far as most combat, I didn't expect it to be too helpful. That's why yesterday I mentioned, yeah, like, can I get some of the stuff that I have on that, because that's like half my kit is on my fucking drone.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, man, good thinking. Very good thinking. Okay, anybody else? Is there anything anybody's wanting to fuck with?
I'm gonna go to the other person. I can't remember what her name is, but I'm gonna go retrieve my knife and try to pocket whatever they got on them. Like, I guess try to loot what they got on them.
Yeah, is there any tech that looks worthwhile for us to maybe salvage anything in here from a quick look?
That's a great question. As you guys head over, or as you head over and take a quick look, you see that the anti-armor suit is basically destroyed. It looks like it was kind of fused and burned from the inside. Probably no use there. The weapon itself seems to also have been damaged heavily by whatever electrical charge was passed through the system. It's kind of smoking, and even its chassis is bent
everything.
a little bit. That's a powerful shock. By the way, Dex, your knife is only going to have one charge, and you're going to have to recharge it by putting energy back into it after you've used it, okay? And that should cost, I want to say, it's going to be 10 PPE for you to recharge the shock feature, okay? All right, so you retrieve the knife. It's still stuck pretty solidly into one of the metal plates at the neck. It pulls free once you're able to kind of get it out through the larger hole in the rip. Once it kind of gets into that channel, it springs loose. Still a horrible stench coming from inside the armor. Lots of steam and gore kind of sputtering out like grease on a hot griddle. Other than that, you guys don't see anything about this unit that would be salvageable or helpful. You're not even seeing any kind of like, you know, pouch where it would store like, you know, credit chips or cards or valuables or anything. It seems like a purely combat unit. As you guys gaze over at the purifier, same basic thing. The weapon looks intriguing, but it's now taken a pretty good amount of damage. This is a technology that is foreign to you, Ren. So you're not sure if it would be something that would be worth trying to grab and use to basically reverse engineer something.
Way too heavy.
It is very cumbersome.
I'd be more interested in that if we had more time, and I feel like we're pressed on time with everything that's going on here.
Yeah.
So I wanted a quick glance of anything that's salvageable, that's quick to grab, maybe lightweight and easily thrown in a pack. But like any heavy weaponry, I'm ruling out just because of the pressure that we have from outside. I'm not sure if I can hear Wotech, but I know there's shit going on outside too. And I know we also do have a time limit with our sprays. Even though we haven't used much of it, I know we have 2 sprays, possibly for a reason. So I'm not, I might be somewhat interested, but I'm not going to focus more than a couple of seconds thinking about it and then be like, no.
Okay, go ahead and roll, Ren, go ahead and roll a perception check for me. And Akama, what are you wanting to be doing now? You're sure that there's nothing else on the anti-armor unit in front of you that could be salvaged.
Okay. I gesture to Ren that maybe to scoop up the other orb-like
one's still flying around with me under my control, and I grabbed the one that was on the ground.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe like shut it down and pocket it before it dies.
I would do that before we left the room. I was just
Okay.
While it's still spurting and whatever, I was just grabbing the stuff and keeping it at bay in case something came in and I needed to use it for its last.
So I walk up to the door up top
Okay.
and gesture to my crew to see if it would be smart idea to press forward with another portal, or should we keep pressing on to finalize the mission?
Ymir is currently or first of all, can Ymir sense anything from Wotek? Can Ymir tell that that's Wotek's claws on the other side of the wall that we portaled through originally when we entered the room? Is he sending me any kind of signals, anything like that?
Your ability to communicate with them is easily blocked by mega damage materials.
Gotcha.
And so you're not picking up anything whatsoever. As you listen, you would guess that it's actually not his claws, or if it is his claws, he is hurt really bad. Because Ymir rearing up and taking slashes with those giant, almost like short sword size saber-like claws, he would be making a cacophony of noise, and it would sound like he probably could get through that door after not too long. But whatever this is sounds kind of meager compared to what he'd be doing.
Oh, okay. Okay. So just based on the sounds, he doesn't think that it's his shield brother on the other side of the wall trying to get to him.
Not the only thing that you would surmise is that if it is him, he's horribly wounded.
Okay.
Horribly wounded.
Did you not say earlier though that we heard him whimper out or cry, or at least
Yeah,
Ymir?
you guys all heard him let out a loud
Hopeless
you guys don't know what it means.
Understand the meaning of it.
But you definitely heard some loud kind of moaning roar coming out of him.
Well, Ymir is going to point back to the door or the portal where they came from, that massive mega damage door, and have a concerned look on his face. He understands he has to press forward, but he lets his companions know by pointing at the door and going, Wotek, really sternly. Like they understand that he's concerned about him and wondering if he's hurt, and it's actually starting to mess with his anger. He's not feeling battle rage anymore. It's more of rage fueled from anxiety and
Wow.
a sense of fear or a sense of impending loss if what he thinks might be coming to pass on the other side of that wall thanks to the sounds.
Okay. All right, what do the rest of you want to be doing?
I just readied up because I just trying to get an understanding of what everyone else wants to do.
So at the moment, we don't understand if that's Wotek behind the door for the scrapes that we heard. We don't know.
You don't know. You don't know.
We currently don't know, but at the same time, we have two choices to make. One, to see what's on the other side, because most likely Wotek's in trouble, or finish the mission, which is right in front of us.
Yeah. Well, obviously my character would want to finish the mission, but then also Ymir showed concern about his companion behind the door.
I gestured to Ymir to see if he would like to move with me through the doorway, and I look at Ren and point toward the area where we need to go and say, if you can, try to finish the mission, and me and Ymir will check to see what's on the other side of this door.
Are you gonna portal again and then just leave me in here locked up just like you did last time?
Well, we're gonna try to open on the other side.
I can open the door, but then that pulls me from doing the task at hand.
Okay. So
you decide. Am I continuing?
I'm willing to do whatever. I'm just, like I said, just threw it out there. We have two choices, and one wants to go north. And
I understand the choices. I'm asking, are you gonna portal again through the door? Therefore,
I can.
But then, how are you getting back in? Are you gonna?
Try to open up where the actual fissure, not fissure, that little piece that was basically stuck on the door, a mechanism. Try to see if we can fix it. Or
Okay, you go then, and I'll go because I'm feeling rushed. So I'm gonna go towards. I'm gonna move towards. This way, to try to inspect and try to complete what we're supposed to do.
because in my mind, I feel that you would be much more competent to fix whatever that's over there, while we are more like the meatheads that
I
would
understand all
just.
that. I understand that. Out of character, I understand everything going on. I'm just
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to figure out in character what we have time for and what is priority, because right now I'm the best at opening the door, but I'm also the best at completing the mission. So that's why I was trying to figure out what you wanted me to do and if that was under agreement. I don't want to go off the other direction and have Ymir get pissed off because I'm not helping his shield brother and him come smash me and turn me into jelly.
So I would go and tell Ren, complete the mission. After you finish, if you still have time, try to mess with the door. If we haven't solved the door already.
If there's nothing in there waiting for me.
Yeah.
Cool.
I would give out a nice loud
So if you
shout
teleport
if
out
there's
to
something
go
bad
check
outside.
on Wotek, and then I run into something in there, then I have to come back and open the door for you guys to get back in while I'm being attacked by something. Good plan. All right, go. And I'm going.
Well, before we leave, we
I'm
could
gonna
just
give you
check to
guys-
see what's on the other side.
I'm gonna
Make
give
sure
you guys
you're
plenty
okay.
of time
I'm
to
saying.
decide. You guys take your time. Take your time.
Go check before reportal. Yeah?
I'm already going, so you.
I don't know what's over there, so I guess I see him go over there.
All right, you guys very clearly tell me what everybody's doing.
I am walking quietly, stealthily to this entryway and peeking through as stealthy as possible to see what I can see inside that room. Even though I can see into the room, I can't see the full room, and I'd like to get a better view.
Okay, while you're doing this, Ymir, what are you doing?
I listen to a comma. Ymir is saddened that he understands that he's kind of creating a roadblock with this emotional attachment to his brother, but it's something that his companions are very familiar with. So he feels bad that he has to leave Ren behind because he wants to be there by his companion's side at all times, but he does appreciate what Akama is trying to do for him. So he kind of looks at him somberly, bows his head, but then he's instantly ready for combat again. He's ready for whatever to come next because he doesn't know what's on the other side of that door.
I go ahead and I look at Ymir and I point at him and I do a hand gesture like, follow me, moving my hand like, come here.
Ymir follows, kind of catty corner like that from Akama, kind of an Overwatch position, still ready to jump and attack. Very defensive. He's very defensive right now.
Okay.
And I am looking toward Ren to see if there's any issues and maybe a clear signal like room's clear.
But you're not opening a portal right now, correct?
Not yet. Correct.
Okay. All right. Okay. Give me just a second here, guys.
What is your knowledge of your portals? I know they're only open for a couple of seconds, but like, can you close them also right away? Like, if you open it and see like a giant monster, you can be like, oh, never mind, and shut it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I can activate and deactivate tattoos whenever I want.
Okay. Just want to make sure I have this one asset set. All right, guys.
I don't like that.
Fuck you, dog.
All right. So
I don't
Ren,
like it.
as you move forward, I'm going to take this nice and slow. As you move forward, you're able to start seeing more and more of the room. And as you jockey over to here, you notice that the noise that you were hearing, it's some kind of metal scraping and skittering sound. The noise seems to be coming from somewhere up here, somewhere in this area, okay? You also notice that it's getting louder, almost like whatever is there is, it's staying still, but the noise that it's making is getting louder because you're actually getting closer to it, okay?
Just like the crocodile.
Oops,
Like the what?
like this.
The crocodile.
Don't fuck
Crocodile
with him.
Rock.
Don't fuck with him now.
Ew. Remember like the first
Yeah, the
instance we
crystal
had?
dial. I remember Crystal Dial.
All right, so as you step forward, how far are you wanting to go into the room? What are you wanting to... as you get closer, by the way, let me set the scene for you. You're looking around, and you're able to see... here we go. You're able to see... that the
I put
energy...
my bunny goggles on first to look in here.
You what?
I said I put my bunny goggles on to look
right?
in here.
That's the only way you can see it. As you take a look, you see that the energy generator, that's definitely what it is. It's not just a generating system, though. It seems to be pulling power from another power source, refining it, and turning it into a more conventional sort of electromagnetic power that can be used for the town. This, you realize, is a critical piece of the infrastructure for the town itself. This is probably technically what is directly tied to the grid of the town. You can tell, though, that further down in the facility, there's something else that this unit is actually drawing its primary power from. And so you would guess that while this is incredibly
This is like
important,
a refining piece of it. It's not the actual power source.
exactly, it would be
This is
more.
like a
It would.
conversion
It's
of the
almost like
additional
a
energy.
transformer, a substation, rather than the actual like nuclear facility or whatever kind of facility it would be. But you would guess that because of the machinery and the type of technology being used, you would guess that the actual power source is definitely very, very close within this facility itself, because you're not seeing any of the telltale signs that the energy is being pumped in through, some kind of large system. So you are confident that you're pretty much where you need to be. You might just need to go a little further into the facility. Now, you are starting to detect on your sensor suite that the radiation levels, as soon as you step into this area, do start gaining momentum quite a bit. They raise significantly. You would guess that here, you're probably going to want to use your second dose in order to ensure that you're not going to pick up any, extra radiation above and beyond what your protection is going to be able to compensate for. This concerns you because this isn't even whatever the primary power source is. There's just that much leaking through here. Now, you also have a feeling, though, that your impervious to energy shell may be mitigating some of that. But you wouldn't want to bet your life on it, and certainly not your testicles, because infertility is a telltale sign of radiation poisoning. Just letting you guys know. All right, so as you stand gazing at this, you're able to continue hearing those metallic sounds coming from around the corner. You are now... Let's see. You are now right here. Okay. All right, what are the rest of you doing?
I will relay that information that I just kind of learned from looking through this room to Kama as well as I can. Not gonna try to do that whole explanation to Ymir through translator because I feel like we're still short in time and they're trying to figure out what's going on with Wotek.
Okay, so go ahead and say exactly what you want to say.
It looks like the power source is a little further in. Radiation levels have spiked in here. If anyone's going to join me, you're going to need a second dose. And even then...
Okay, stop.
It's tricky.
As you get to that point, this comes around the corner.
Son of a tit.
You see that it looks to be approximately 10 feet tall, bristling with weaponry, and engraved in some kind of arcane runes. It gives off a crimson
I don't
glow.
see anything.
I don't see anything.
Okay, 1 second. Ren, I just want to make sure that you can see this. There we go.
Oh, okay. Okay, on the map. Sorry, I still had the image open.
Oh, no worries.
I thought you had posted a picture.
I'm going to show you an image of it in just a moment. I wish I knew how to do that. I can always pull people to another page. That'll be something for later on. But anyway, I'm going to show you an image in just a second. But essentially, it comes around the corner, about 10 feet tall, bristling with weaponry, looks extremely tough, and looks to be some kind of merger of both mysticism and the arcane and advanced technology, giving birth to some kind of monstrous hybrid shock trooper. Okay? You guys are able to hear some large mechanical servo-driven contraption moving around in the room that Ren is scouting out, and it seems to be moving closer to him. You also hear him let out just a small sigh as this thing seems to come into his vision, and right away you both get the impression that something very dangerous has just emerged. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Me too, because
everybody.
I don't even know what's over there. But...
Exactly. Yeah, you guys can't see it right now.
Give me 1 second, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Are we having fun, guys? Are we having fun?
I'm a bit scared.
We were. Let's just say that. We were having fun.
Yeah, I was excited until that.
Oh, shit. I wonder, does this make you guys want to work on your characters even more as you're going through combat and seeing... I guess what I'm asking is, does this make you want to go over your characters more to see more of the options? Or do you guys feel like you pretty much know what kind of tools you have at your disposal right now?
I definitely want to know if I got more options, but I got a decent hand set of what I got.
Do you mind if we take a quick 5-minute break before we start this combat?
No, not at all, man. Not at all.
My groceries, aka batteries for my heat in my house, just arrived.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Nice. I just stopped my recording. It's a nice little deviation, so it's not eating like time of just chilling.
You know, honestly, I think I'm gonna keep mine on, and I'm gonna move all of us over to like the map.
Oh.
And then that way I'll be able to tell in the recording.
Okay. Arkansas. CS is the
Coalition?
Coalition.
That's those kind of Nazi-like... That...
The, for humans.
Force. Exactly. Info overlay. Do we have... Oh, God. I can't wait to open up some of this map for you guys. This is going to be sick. You guys have so many options of what you can do. It's just, this is going to be really, really good. All right, so this is all set. I am going to go let the dogs out and take my break. I will be right back. Yeah, see you guys in a minute.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Sorry for the abrupt break.
You're good.
I have what's the temperature today? It was 20 something earlier. It's 39 now. Now it's later in the day and sunny out, but it's only 39, and I changed my filter today and stuff like that and got ready, and then I tried to turn on my heat and my thermostat was dead because it's detachable from the wall, but it requires AAA batteries, and I was all out, and I was like, damn it. So I had to order some groceries to anyway, so I got those, and now I have heat.
Good. Yeah, I was about to say I can relate, Kilo. Yesterday I woke up and we had similar heat problems in my house. We had to get a guy out here, and thank God it was just a small replacement part.
2 days ago,
You're complete, your heater's completely fucked, and we got sub-zero temps coming in.
Well, 2 days ago I had my windows open at nighttime, and I woke up in the morning and I was like, ooh, it's a little chilly now. But like, it was nice at night the other day. But that's Midwest weather for you. Could be really nice one day and the next day freezing.
Okay. Let's see here. Everybody back?
Yeah.
Sir.
Okay.
Well, I need to roll initiative still.
Alright, so I'm gonna start recording now.
Okay. All right, guys, we are back. Let's see. We have everybody rolling up initiative to see what is going to happen next. Makama's already up.
Huh.
Make sure you click your token and then roll
I did.
TT.
Oh, I had to click on the movement arrow to do it because I had the ruler on from pointing earlier and it wasn't bringing it up. It's working now. It's working now.
Oh, baby.
Suck it.
All right, let's have a roll off. It's a roll off. It's a roll off.
Just D20 again?
Yep.
Damn it!
All right, so we're just gonna.
I will be the one who sucks it.
I'm gonna put this at 21.
You need me to roll again? I rolled a 20 on my initiative.
It didn't roll for the turn tracker. You just rolled for a regular initiative.
Do that turn tracker.
Where is it? Yeah, no worries. Is there a way I can... There's supposed to be a way to fucking... grab this shit and just...
Is there a way for him to roll on the turn tracker and then you add it to whatever he rolled? Just like you do for the turns?
I should be able to... Let me see. I should be able to add to turn tracker somewhere.
Get out of my character sheet because you're in it then.
Add turn. And then I'll just make it 20. Actually, go ahead and roll again, Ymir. Because we need to see where you were in the roll-off. Oh, okay, so +1, 19. So you actually would be first. So you'd be 22. Like this. Okay. Ren, Akama, Ymir. Let's get it ordered. And we throw in our round. Still need to make a macro for that. And then round calculation should be +1. Add. And then as we go up, we should be good. And all right, we are set to go. Ymir, you're up. What are you doing?
Well, hearing that ghastly sound from the other side of the wall coming from the direction that Ren was, Ymir is instantly going to flip around and start making his way towards that direction so he can at least get eyeballs on this new threat, because he has to deal with what's immediate. Even though Wotek is behind the door, he's in combat mode now, so he's focused on that. So I want to move as close as I can to that doorway so I can at least get a sight of what was making that sound coming from the direction that Ren was.
Okay. Where would you like to move? Do you want to move your... You're basically just doing movement this turn, right?
Yes. Like
Okay.
right there, maybe, or right. I guess... Would I be able to see it from there, I guess?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, you guys are basically right next to each other now.
Cool.
And you had... Let me make sure of something. I think I'm still seeing that drone. Ren, make sure you make a note that you collected the drone.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good. I'm going to get that out of there. And the other drone is still active, yeah? You haven't done
Correct.
anything with it.
I believe,
Okay.
unless it's burnt out yet.
Nope. You also have the option of every one of your turns, you can command this thing until it burns itself out. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So, Ymir, you step forward and you're able to see this hulking monstrosity as well. Okay, this creature looks at you guys, and Akama, you aren't able to see this yet, but this creature looks at Ymir and Ren. Good, it's on the token layer. Perfect. And you see that this is what it looks like. As I said, it stands about 10 feet tall, bristling with weapons, and it is obviously some kind of disgusting merger of technology and biological matter, using the arcane as a medium. This thing obviously has suffered so much grievous trauma to its biological material that it should already be dead. But not only does it seem extremely vibrant and healthy, it seems like an extremely capable warrior. You would see that this unit itself looks like it's already seen hundreds of battles by the amount of wear and tear and damage that's already on it, and that it's probably survived some pretty epic encounters on its own. You guys see that it looks up at you with its kind of glowing, shimmering eyes, and from a fully synthetic voice box, it mechanically blurts out,
"Your distinctive biological material will be added to the collective. Resistance is futile."
And with that, it starts skittering forward. It moves like a spider, racing towards you, and you see at one point it actually seems to put a couple of its legs, the spikes of its legs, into the wall on its right, and use that as leverage to move even more quickly. You would guess that this thing may even be able to navigate along a ceiling with relative ease. It moves forward extremely quickly, and gets right into range of you guys within its attack. Okay. At this point, I don't know if Akama, can you see it from there? Let me see. You can see the glow of it. We're gonna say that you're able to see it enough to where you can see what it looks like as well. Okay.
Okie dokie.
All right. Ren, you're up.
In this, is there attacks of opportunity in this game? Like, I don't.
No.
Okay.
The closest thing to that is that there's a kind of advanced move that you can do where you say you're going to do a simultaneous attack. That essentially means that you're going to use your next attack right now instead of using a defensive maneuver. So that means that essentially it's kind of like using a dodge where you're going to lose your next attack, but while something's like swinging at you and just punching you in the face, you can say, fuck it, I can take it, and just fucking return an attack right then. The advantage of that is that neither one of you can parry. So in a way, it's kind of like ensuring that you're both going to take damage from it, if that makes sense. That is a very complicated, that's something, you know, that's something that's a little higher level, and you really have to decide, is that going to help or hurt or what? And a lot of times it's reserved when you're using paired weapons, because then if somebody's like attacking you with a sword, you can use one sword to parry, but you can also simultaneous attack. And in that way, now you have an advantage because you get to defend yourself as well. So there's lots of nuance to it, but other than that, no, there's no reaction hits or any of that kind of stuff at all.
Okay. I will, let's see. I think I'm gonna hop back to there.
Okay.
And then, can I move my drone just a bit forward to give it a blast?
Yes, and your drone is not going to count as your action. I'm going to give you a free extra action with the drone.
Oh, okay.
It will not have a bonus action, though, if that... Well, it'll be able to move, but it can't do anything besides attack and move.
Yeah, okay. Well then, okay, so then, in this turn, me hopping back, since I never pulled my sword out, I still have my rifle ready. Could I pull my rifle out and aim, and then also activate the drone to blast it?
We're going to say that your rifle is at the ready already. You can take a shot with your rifle.
No, I'm going to aim this turn.
Oh, you want to... I see. So you want to set it up for...
Yeah, I wanted to hop back and get into position to aim while activating the drone to blast it.
Perfect. Yes, you absolutely can do that. So right now you're just beginning to set up your shot for your aimed shot. That'll activate next attack. And your drone moves forward, and it basically gets right in front of Ymir. Right in front of Ymir. And it goes ahead and takes its disruptive blasting shot at this large creature. We're gonna say it's easily able to strike in the confined space. We're gonna give this thing a, let's say, I mean, it has, no, okay, all right. Okay, you see that the energy seems to basically sizzle and irradiate its form, and at this, you can't tell how badly it was stunned, but all of its spider-like legs seem to shrink up and allow it to sink to the ground, and the arms along its back, the blade-like appendages along its back and shoulders, those all flop down like limp spider legs from a dangling dead spider as well. Its head lolls forward, and you see its whole body jerk